Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful night. Now I know I'm late to this, but I wanted to discuss it anyway. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League falls short of expectations according to Warner Bros. So we don't have the exact numbers, but according to the chief financial officer Gunnar Winterfels, I hope I'm saying that correct, who said Rocksteady's latest effort fell short of the company's expectations. Now we have no idea what their expectations are, but when you come off Hogwarts Legacy, which sold 22 million copies in 2023, you know that things are dire. But then again, Hogwarts Legacy was a good game that was made for Harry Potter fans, whereas Suicide Squad was clearly just a looter shooter to try and capture the live service pie that everyone's been clamoring for and failing at because live services are on the downhill slope right now. But regardless, this game was just a disaster. I played it from start to finish. I practically 100% the game, but yeah, it was just a terrible experience. And seeing that this is the latest game in the Arkham trilogy, well, not trilogy, but series of games, it just makes it even more sour seeing how far Batman specifically came, and this is his ending. But then we also have to look at the scores. Open Critic, only about 18% of critics recommend this game, and the scores were abysmal. Well, at least average to abysmal. And then we also have on Metacritic, it's not any better with user scores at 3.7. But we all saw the writing on the wall with this game because the co-founders for Rocksteady left the studio, and there has been rumors that they've been poaching staff from Rocksteady, so old Rocksteady is gone, and new Rocksteady, well, they gave us this. And it's not going to look well for the future of the company. It's like what's happening with Blizzard Entertainment. Most of the old guard from Blizzard have left, and we can see the results with Diablo 4 of how things are going, even with Overwatch 2. Despite Overwatch 2 doing, I would say, well, not from a critical standpoint, but from a financial standpoint, it seems to be doing well. A lot of people say it's just nothing compared to what Blizzard once stood for. And we can also see this from the actual numbers, which, looking at this is just like laughably bad. Like, yes, this is only PC numbers, but PC, especially Steam, gives you a general idea of who's playing this game right now. And looking at this, I bet the executives at the WB are looking at this and being like, yeah, there's no way we're going to continue to support this game in the long run, because at the end of the game, I don't give a damn about spoiling this game. This game is a piece of crap. At the last part of the game, they teased 13 iterations of Brainiac that you're going to have to fight. And seeing that the first version of Brainiac was literally just a rehashed version of the Flash, and I mean, there is hope because people said that the Justice League that you fight in the game aren't actually Justice League, and there are actually pretty valid theories about it, that they're just clones. But regardless, I don't think anyone's going to stick around to even give a damn. I mean, I know I won't. I mean, I did pay $100 for the game. Yeah, I'm one of those idiots who paid $100 for early access. But regardless, this looks even worse when you compare it to the other Batman games, with Arkham Knight seeing an all-time peak of 4,000 players, which is about four times what Suicide Squad is seeing. Freaking Batman Arkham City is seeing twice their numbers. Batman Arkham Asylum, which is the first game in the entire series of titles, twice as many players. And even Arkham Origins is seeing twice as many players. I think Arkham Origins gets a bad rap. Yeah, it is the lesser of all the Arkham games and technically isn't canon because it was made by WB Montreal and not Rocksteady. But I think it's a really good game. I think if you take it for what it is, as Batman's origins and that perspective of him learning the ropes, it's pretty good. The open world is very bland and uninspired. Same thing for the Riddler trophies, but it's a decent game. I would even say that they have some really epic boss fights that I wish that Arkham Knight could have taken notes from, like the Firefly boss fight, which was far better than the one in the Arkham Knight game. But yeah, regardless, I think this is an underappreciated game, but you can see that Suicide Squad is dead. Like, there's no way I can see a WB executive saying they're going to support this game for all the many battle passes and, you know, future installments and updates. What I think is going to happen is that they're going to put a skeleton crew and say, deliver what you can, but we need to wrap this up as soon as we can. Because we've seen that happen. The first game that comes to my mind is Final Fantasy 15, where they had the 3 expansions, episode Noctis, episode Luna Freya, and episode Ariana, which I personally wanted to play, but we're never going to get. They stopped production on those DLCs because I guess Final Fantasy 15 simply wasn't doing enough in terms of financial gain. But yeah, this has happened before where games simply just die off and they don't complete them. It's not going to be the first with Suicide Squad, but considering that this game is still like part of the Arkham series and this is the finale for Batman, which is just disgusting. I don't know, but they could do like an Arkham Origins to just say this is not canon. I think more people would think that Arkham Origins is more canon than anything Suicide Squad is. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below about this. I'm actually, like, even though I spent $100 on this game, I'm glad this game failed. I'm glad that this game failed because it shows those executives who do not play games, who try to just ride the live service train or any type of hype train that comes within the gaming industry, whether it's military shooters when Call of Duty 4 released, then there was battle royales with Fortnite, and then there was live services. Technically, you can bundle live services with PUBG and Fortnite, but regardless, they don't play games and they don't make good games. Like, look at Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm still playing. It's absolutely amazing. Helldivers 2, I haven't played that, but I've heard nothing but positive things about these games. And Palworld. These games were made by gamers. Gamers who like games. People who know what good games consist of. A game like Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, you can tell there was some passion put into it. I think the only scene in this game that genuinely had any passion behind it is when the Flash tells Wonder Woman that she has to kill them to save the world. Like, from that scene alone, I can at least tell that someone at Rocksteady gave a damn of what they were making. That one scene is the only positive thing I can think of when it came to Suicide Squad. But yeah, this game was clearly not made by anyone who wanted to make this game. It was just made for quotas, and now that it's failing, maybe we'll finally get some sort of like resurgence when it comes to good games, at least from the AAA space, because it's been dying for a long time. But it's also very disappointing. I know I'm going a bit of a tangent here, but it's really disappointing because this was the first time, like, people were begging to explore Metropolis. And then this is what we got when it came to Metropolis, this game. Like, that's what hurts a lot more to me. Like, the first chance we got to explore Metropolis in a open world setting, which could have been like a Batman Arkham setting, this is what we got. Like, I know a lot of people want the Superman game, and I would have loved that, but even though it's been debunked that the Damian Wayne game is actually not true, man, that would have been so cool if you played as Damian Wayne taking over as Batman. I mean, that right there would have been absolutely outstanding. But, you know, this is what happened, and unfortunately, the worst part about this, I think, is that when this game like fumbles and fails, like officially, like they just say like this is just not sustainable anymore, the people who are going to suffer are the developers who probably worked their asses off to make this game, and now they're going to have to suffer for the consequences, because no developer wants to make a bad game. Like, I've talked to enough video game developers in my 10 years of game journalism to know that none of them want to make a bad game. They want to make a game that people remember fondly because their names are on this game, their livelihoods are on this game, they dedicate their lives, a part of their lives, to these games, and to make something crappy is just like heartbreaking for a lot of them. Either way, I've talked enough. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Yeah, it is what it is, but yeah, don't buy this game. Go buy Hogwarts Legacy instead, or go buy the Batman Arkham games. They're on sale, and you can probably pick up all the games for about like $10. I've been playing Arkham Knight on PC, so fair warning, I've encountered a fair few of glitches, such as falling through the world. I would actually recommend that you get it on PlayStation or Xbox, because it seems to be more stable there. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyway, that's it from me. Talked enough. Bye.